Hello, hello. Hopefully the stream has good quality. Got a notification that it might not, but who the hell knows what's going on? Whoa, that I got way too much ice in there. Way too much ice. Oh yeah, for you ASMR freaks out there, how you guys doing? Alex coming to you from my studio apartment. Somebody said, okay. I love listening or reading to reading the comments section on some of the videos because it really shows you the people that who are the people that give you the down thumb situation on each video. They out themselves and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take advice from a 43-year-old guy petting a Boston Terrier in a studio apartment in Florida. And I'm like, actually, it's a 2-2. Number one. Number two, I'm not petting him all the time. Number three, I'm in Florida. So if you're in Oklahoma, Kansas City, and people in Oklahoma are like, why the fuck do you always fuck with Oklahoma? Have you been there? Just open the door, breathe in that shit ass air. You'll know why. So yeah, it is funny reading the comments. So it's a good time. So I try not to get too into it, but it's a bunch of fun to see the people in there hating on a motherfucker. So if you're reporting in from Mustang Week, get ready for rev battles, SN95 Mustangs all over the place, or new edges, because that is the millennial Fox body. Like the millennial Fox body is the SN95 and new edge. It just is. Tremendous hunk of shit, but people for whatever reason love that car. So hey, look, people hate on Fox bodies. I get that too, but the new edge is literally the millennial Fox body. So Jason Freiberg was in the, checking in. Angel PR says buenos dias, gente. Fritz Pasteles, Coyote Kelly, Corey Leckby, YouTube Corrupt the Mod, Joey G. YouTube, did you say hi to the girl at the gym? We'll talk about that maybe later tonight. We'll see if I can put up a show tonight. Good morning, YouTube, says Jason. Garage Junkie, Jared Wells, Wesley Stewart, Phil, Brandon, PNW, JD Swag, Chris Shifts, Scott Andrews, Corey, already got Corey, got Miguel, Tongue Punch, My Fart Box, Miguel Salazar, JD Swag, Mandeep Singh, Samuel Day, Robo Style, Hilario Trevino, and David Leolin became a Bicho level member. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much, man. Hi, Philippur. Hey, Mexico Racing League, by the way, I love what they're doing with their Autopreneur. I'm going to try to get some free time before the Christmas break and get down there. And I'm requesting Mexico Racing League. I'm requesting an hour of your time. We are going to talk so much that I don't think 20 minutes will cover it. So if you guys want to do like a part 1, part 2, part 3, you can string that out. But when I go there, because I'm going to go there, we got so much to talk about that it's not even funny because Brian Luna is like really, really good on the mic. He absolutely, he's a good speaker, comfortable, knows how to direct the show. And his tech is good too. His tech is just as good. He speaks really well. Like imagine a guy that's very Mexican looking. He goes, "Hello, how are you doing? I really like the car because it's a stick shift Fox body. I really appreciate that car." And I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" When you look at him, you're expecting for him to be like, "Orale Holmes, man, your car's fucked up, man. The catalytic converter got stolen, man. I got." No, he sounds like a regular guy. So I'm totally stereotyping the shit out of the dude. But yeah, how you guys doing? 305 F-150 is in the house. David Childress. I didn't hear yet. I haven't been back to the gym since I had COVID. Oh, gotcha. Done. Maximum JD, Mexico Racing. Let's do it. Always welcome. Thank you, sir. I'm going to get over there. So, for those of you that watch the channel intently, I put out a video yesterday of La Mama Luna of Power by the Hours, F-150, single turbo F-150. Go to the track. Now, we were not supposed to go to the track. We were doing towing testing. We put the Fairmont on a trailer because I'm taking the Fairmont up to Lund Racing HQ, which is now in Florida, 3 hours away. I'm not going to tell you where because I don't need you motherfuckers visiting. And we wanted to do some tow testing on pump gas with a 7-pound spring and turn the boost controller off and see how it tows. And it was so uneventful, it wasn't even funny. Funny thing about that video is halfway through the video, some guy rolls up and he does exactly what happens every single time I go to a gas station, every single time I get an email, they tell you their life story as if we give a shit. I think it's a good, interesting video to watch. Anyway, we go to the track, pump gas. We spool it up, and it's having issues spooling up because the throttle, like either the throttle shuts or something. I made some changes, which again, I am working on this file as if you were going to go and foot brake a turbo truck at the track to get the best results possible. I understand that a converter, two-step, and trans brake probably would do better, but not everyone's willing to do that. So I'm trying to get the best performance out of this truck. So I went there, adjusted on the tune, and we were able to get a 1.7 60-foot, which is respectable for 4,800 pound race weight truck. 11.1 127 mile an hour is on point. 60 foot's decent on pump gas, and it saw a peak of 11 psi. Later on that night, he ran out of gas, taking me home, just like literally dropping me off at my efficiency. Apparently this is it. Oh, by the way, guys, what you see is the whole apartment. The kitchen's right there. I think I have a toilet right next to my right. I have anyway. So he ran out of gas. So I said, "Hey, I got some ethanol 1R in the garage of my efficiency. Can you want some of that? We'll flash the E85 tune on it." He goes, "Sure." Put E85 in it, ethanol 1R, put it in it. He goes, "Hey, do you want to see what it runs like? Let's foot brake it on E85 on the street and see how it performs." Guys, because the E85 tune, excuse me, I am able to shove more timing in it, like a lot more timing in it. Shove it. Pump gas, I let the knock sensors add it because it's pump gas. E85, I shoved it in it. Oh my God, I can't wait for that thing to draggy or go to the track with E85. 21 degrees, about 12, 13 PSI, foot brake. I guarantee it's going to cut a 1.5, maybe a 1.5 or a low 1.6. And if that is not a 1020 or 1030 truck on bitch ass boost before the trans has to get rebuilt. I'm sure the trans has to get rebuilt. I'd be shocked if it wasn't a bottom 10-second truck with the testing that we did that night after we went to the track. So I look forward to bringing you the draggy videos or the track videos when that truck gets on E85 and when Jake feels like it. But it won't be for a week because I'm going to be at Lund Racing HQ. I will bring you videos from Lund Racing HQ, as many as they allow. I don't know why they're willing to show. I just want to show you guys the new digs. Talk to Junior, talk to Senior, bring you YDBT dailies from up there. I'd like to just do them just me. I don't want to involve them if they don't want to be in it because it can get jumbled up and it's a quick show. But we'll see what happens next week up at Lund Racing HQ. It's pronounced Llewellyn. Fuck. Who gives a fuck? Now I need to know how to pronounce your name. Who cares? Llewellyn. Hey, David Llewellyn. You know, I'm a supporter of your channel, Alex. I get it. I don't have to pronounce your name perfectly. Oh man. Good morning, says my car. By any chance, do you guys support the HP Tuners RTD? Yes, Velocity Street. We've been supporting it. It's probably the only device we support right now because SET is done with us anyway. The N-Gauge from eMotion is done. They don't make it anymore. And we don't support the MPVI so that you can have, so you can suck off the tune. We just don't support that. So it's going to be the RTD going forward. If other devices are able to operate in this new EPA world of fucking you in the ass when you're trying to make some money on not polluting, we'll see. But for right now, it's the HP Tuners RTD. The reason I'm going up to Lund Racing HQ is to get well-versed on supporting it remotely. Fuck me. And if I have some time, I'll do some video on it. I really am not motivated, but I'm going to get you video because a lot of you guys seem to have a little trouble with the RTD, and I understand it can be a little confusing when it's new, but I can't believe you have trouble with the RTD, but you didn't have trouble with SCT. Like, SCT is just as difficult to navigate, but people didn't have issues with that. Somehow they have issues with the RTD. We'll get after it. Is it pronounced or enunciate? I don't know. I have an old muscle car. Sometimes the number of imaginary cars people will tell you they owned is staggering. Mohammed SVT 500. I miss the show. Damn, man, you're here right now. Do people think that I'm not live when they say that? Have you gone to see the Lund's new pad since they moved? Yeah, I helped them move. We went up there. Senior packed up everything on a couple of Old Dominion trailers, actually 3 or 4. And we offloaded 2, put up the racks. I was there for 4 days, put up the racks and made sure everything was good. And then I came back. And then once Nardi, Dakota, Brandon, Junior, and all them guys showed up, they finished the process. People are so self-entitled. Will you ever support SET again? No. Devin Childress, no. I mean, it's not us. Once they heard, this is the funny part of the whole situation with SET. They heard that the EPA came in and wanted some questions answered, requests for information. We have not been accused, charged, nothing. We're still operating as normal. And they said, we're dipping. And I'm like, oh, okay. So every single dealer that's gotten a visit, you think is legit, straight ass, kosher, not shutting anything off. Is that what you think is happening? Okay, we'll see what the deal is. But we haven't been accused of anything. And they just said, they don't want the stank. Because look, SET was already visited by the EPA years ago. Right? And they had devices in their device. You had the ability to shut off rear O2s and EGR on diesel shit and maybe Mustang stuff. So then EPA went in there, said, hey, cut the shit, which I don't understand how that works, how they're still able to operate, but the EPA is fining people. Okay, so the EPA fines people that tune with SET stuff, but SET got fined. How are they still able to sell the products and then fine the dealers that use their products? We haven't been fined, by the way. So isn't that like double dipping? Like, aren't you, if SCT or any device company got hit and then they, in turn, restructure their bullshit and sell it to dealers and tell them to agree to some bullshit, then how is that company hit again? Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. So anyway, long story short, no. We're not going to be fucking with SET anymore. How can I buy one of them shirts? You go to Vinyl Freaks and Company. Vinyl Freaks and Company. I don't make a dime on this, guys. I'm simply allowing them to sell this stuff because I literally cannot. I cannot. Let me see the collections, YDBT, talking shit. I literally cannot do this on my own. It's just very difficult to get shit done. I guess this was a limited run, but if you email them right here, 1080p monitor right here. So Vinyl Freaks and Company, the collections tab, go to talking shit under YDBT. Actually, there's a dating channel one. Let me see if maybe they have it on the dating channel one. Nope, nothing pink. So yeah, so basically you're gonna go to the YDBT talking shit section and you're gonna look at the shirts that they have available. Stickers, shirts, they have Mama Lona, Champ Stamp, you name it, Section Hate, they have it all there. Hit them up. They have hats, the whole 9 yards, everything. They got it all. So just hit them up. I have nothing to do with it. I literally just said, sure, do it, because the manpower required to get these things like on a shelf and shipped is ridiculous. There is money in it, but honestly, I don't want nothing to do with it. I want to run this show lean and mean, one person. So if it makes it or doesn't, it's 100% my call. I would honestly love to see a draggy hit on the street and then on the track to see how off the draggy is 60 foot from ET time slip. Brandon Fonterra, we've already done that. And the draggy, if you go look at the video, the draggy is like a 10th off. It's actually pretty damn accurate for what it is. Clearly or fluently. But SET must have paid someone. I don't know that. I don't even want to speculate on that because I'm sure they get their lawyers on the horn and they were like, oh, cease and desist. And they just start sending shit out. And honestly, I don't want to talk about it because it doesn't matter. They're irrelevant. It doesn't matter. The biggest Ford tuner, period, by volume, doesn't support SET anymore. So I'm sure they're feeling it. And if they're not feeling it, they're lying. Oh, yeah. Hunter Walker says, quick question. Is it worth going to a solid rear setup compared to beefing up the IRS on an S550 for a dedicated street trip car? Would like to keep it stick shift for as long as possible. Hunter Walker, you've seen these guys with like a super badass built 4-link setup on an S550. Honestly, price for price, like, and labor included, you're probably better off with a solid rear axle. The issue is, do you care if it's solid rear axle? Like, if you were able to fab up an 8.8 into like an S197 style or a Fox body style 4-link setup into a S550, it would solve so many issues. It'd solve a lot of issues. It would solve a lot of stuff with launching, axles, bearings, all this stuff. But the problem is you're going to potentially ABS, you still might be able to retain if you can incorporate some of the S197 stuff. I'm not sure. Some people just go straight race car and have all the lights on the dash. If it's going to be a dedicated strip car stick, I would definitely look into a solid rear axle. I wouldn't want to go through the growing pains of trying to make an IRS stick with a stick shift. Now, people like Fat House Fabrications, Fat House Performance, with Motec and fancy stuff, they were able to make the car go a badass number, stick shift, 8.6. But I don't think that's typical. You know what I mean? I think if you want to make your life a lot easier, I think a solid rear axle is a good thing to take a look at. In my experience with fuel vehicles and fuel surfaces, the draggy is about half a tenth off, half mile an hour off. Close enough for me? Exactly. Hey, look, once Palm Beach International Raceway closes, because the rumor is Walmart distribution company went in there and bought up the land because everything is moving west, meaning the building, the housing market is so stupid right now. They're building everything west, and eventually it will creep up closer and closer to the track. And there's nothing but protected wetlands up there. There's Calusa and really super high-end communities out there. But once you get further down and then you get into Okeechobee, I'm sure Walmart is going to go, we want a distribution center between Okeechobee and the East Coast and potentially all the stuff coming up to it. So yeah, I get it. And after seeing how they operate, like on a certain day, I understand why the drag portion of the track is not desirable anymore. We were there for 3 or 4 hours, and it just reminded us why we stopped going. You know what I mean? Eli Lewis says, love the vids. Thank you very much. What's next on testing Jake's truck? I already said it. E85 draggy stuff on the street. Hopefully we can get into way in the low 10s. Can we get some diarrhea and jelly beans for Ranger owners? Why do you have such a hard on about the diarrhea and jelly beans for Ranger owners? Like, I don't understand why you have such a hard on about that. Like, I get it. Do you mean like the Ranger Raptor? I mean, it's over. Joke's over, right? like beating a dead horse. It's the gay wrapped Raptor. Just let it be. It's done. It's over. Can we get some diarrhea? I did not care once. I do not care. Once I buy my truck, it'll be for ice cream and the strip. That is all. Got it. I seen a dude on one of the Facebook pages asking about the Steeda stuff because he was comparing it to the Black Bean. And someone said, I wouldn't take suspension tuning from Lund, only the motor. Okay. I mean, every single one of our cars, 60 foot's in the 1.1s. The Black Bean was 117. The Blue Goose is 117. And the Gray Goose is like 1.1. Did it do 115? I think it was one. I think everything's been 117. So a supercharged car went 117 with our suspension sauce. A twin turbo S550 117 with our suspension sauce, and a S197 did the same thing. So I don't care. I don't care. I literally don't care. Most of the people setting up suspensions don't run that number. They help guys run that number, but they personally don't run that number. Lund Racing personally runs that number. And it is a Facebook page. Facebook is just, I understand a lot of people want to go on Facebook and they look for information. And honestly, unless you're getting it from the horse's mouth, like people that actually do things to their cars, you're getting second, third hand information. I've seen a lot of people talk shit on cars, and then you look at their shit and they have a Fox body, or they have nothing, like not even a fast Fox body. They have nothing. They just read a whole bunch of shit on the internet and they just keyboard race. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. When you see them at the track and you're like, how come you're not doing a 115? Like you said Lund Racing doesn't do it. How come you're not doing a 115? How come you're not? You don't hear shit from them. I was really impressed with the 11-second pass on the 4,800 pound truck. Me too. Once I was like, oh, 11-1, that's all right. You know, then he comes back and shows me how much the truck weighed with him in it. 4,800 pounds, 4,600 dry. It's like, God damn. And that is on an empty tank of gas. So, you know, the 22s, that is a street truck, guys. It is not going to run. It's not looking to chase records. Jake actually hates that whole game, which I understand. He goes, Alex, I just want a truck I drive anywhere and just turn up the boost when I'm on 85 and I know it's going to run a good number. I already know it's an 11.1, maybe a 10.9 truck when it's cool out, but I'm not looking to run records. Who gives a fuck about it? I want to be fully loaded enjoy everything in the vehicle, in the truck, tow, have pump gas, E85 tunes ready to go, turn up the boost controller, and just have fun. I'm like, that's what, like when you take your race car to the end, you gut it, you tin can it, everything. You're like, man, I just want to drive this thing like around the block. And then it's loud, it's got dumps, it's got no interior, it drives like shit, except what? And you're like, what the hell did I do? Then you start looking at 1,000 horsepower street cars, fully loaded, AC, tinted windows, sound system. You're like, that's what I should have built. For those of you that are young, you'll get it once you become an adult. Like I'm taking all the red car, I took the dumps off, I put Ford Racing exhaust in it. Oh my God, I'm in love. It's so nice. The GT500, I drove down to Mikey's the other day just to get the harness. Apparently the alternator, the biggest issue with the alternator on the GT500 was the harness the whole time. The harness is fucked. So I'm going to redo the harness, put it in there, and then I'm going to put exhaust back in it. And I love how people keep hitting me up on email. I got some exhaust for you. And then they never fucking put up a price. Hey, Alex, I got some mufflers for you. I'll sell them to you for $300. There you go. I think they want a lot of back and forth from me. And love you guys. I don't have time to go back and forth with you on email all day. Hey, Alex, good job on the video on Jake's Mom Alona. It was good to see it on the track and comparing it to Draggy. Doing it on pump gas was cool, as a lot of guys will run it in that trim. Exactly. Thank you, Colt 1080. That's what I tell people. Everyone wants to go max effort. And then they mention shops that go max effort. And good for them. And then the 80 to 90% of you guys will not do that. Like a lot of people go, which blower is the best blower? And then I'll see some cuck go, Whipple's got the best record for Whipple blowers go 450s in the 8th. And I'm like, are you going to go 450s in the 8th? No. So why is it the best for you? Because it's the best in the track. So are you racing your car? No. Do you have, badass engine builders supporting you? A badass suspension? No. So what is your application? Pump gas 9 PSI. So shut up. You can do it with a centrifugal, a TVS. You can do it with a fucking Edelbrock 2300, a 2600. I don't understand how people see the fastest and think it matters to them on the street. So Jake's like, let's just do something for the street because that's what matters. Yeah, we might miss out on the 3% of guys that are max effort, but I'll take the 95% of street guys all day. Alex, no soundboard for the Peasant chat anymore. There's a soundboard, but what the fuck? David Martin, do you think I'm just going to sit here and just slam fucking soundboard clips? What is going on with people? Play soundboard clips, Alex. That's what we came here for. What's wrong with you? Shut up. No big shops will give tunes for MPVI2 because they can't lock them. That's what RTD is for. Exactly. Comfort becomes key when you hit 35. Alex, can you explain how the SIP sensors work on the 2020 GT500? Can the wiring and logic be adapted for other vehicles? No. Hello, Alex. Thanks for your time on Friday. The dyno and all of the dynos are in my areas are jacked up. Can't wait for the extra timing. Forest Horse, I think, went to a dyno and it was reading ridiculously low. And the data log had like 1.9 air load and 21 degrees. And I'm like, that's like 800 wheel or high 700s. And he's like, yeah, this dyno's fucked up. And I'm like, yeah, something's way off. Reliability over horsepower unless it's a dedicated track car. What's safe? Short-term, fuel-term, pump, boot, gas, boosted. I'm chasing a fuel smell and I can't tell if it's running rich or have a leak. Patrick Lynch, if I don't know your long-term fuel trims or your short-term fuel trims, at what condition, I really can't guide you in one way or another. Your long-term fuel trims are a long-term average of what's going on with fueling. Your short-term fuel trims are what's happening right now. I got tired of how loud the car was, so I put turbos in the way. That's kind of funny. Turbos do make it nice and quiet. Do you think there'll be a control pack for the 10R behind a 321 Coyote, for example? Do you think there will be a control pack for a 10R behind a 322? No. What? I mean, you mean, is Ford going to make a control pack for Gen 2 and Gen 1 to control a 10R80? I don't know. You're asking if Ford Racing or somebody is going to make a control pack to put a 10R80 behind a Gen 2 or Gen 1. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to do that. Matt G says, Alex, you poor, bro? Yeah, I'm poor. Me and my 5 race cars, I'm poor as fuck. How much does it cost to build one race car? One. I have 5. So, yeah, I'm poor as shit. Look, when you have a race car, you are poor. I am 5 times poor. When I can hear a friend pull up 5 lights down the road, you know the coursers are way too obnoxious. Shit. I waxed those Zephyrs as a kid. What's it do? What's it done to it? Alex is done, brother. Yeah, that guy came up. He goes, I used to wax those things as a kid. And I'm like, who are you? He looked like you saw. I was hoping to get like clear video of him, but he looked kind of sad to me and I kind of felt bad. But the part that he goes, I got a book from wrestling when they used to do it at the Jehovah Witness Center. Remember that? I'm like, no, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Are OPGs needed for a turbo car? I wouldn't think if they fail on SC cars, not turbo, not pushing the car pace 100 wheel. Now, MPAC slaps. So if you're on a chip and you're on a two-step, meaning a two-step or a watt box, and you're pop, what do you think is happening to your chains and your crank sprocket and your oil pump gears? So on a turbo car, if you use a two-step, I would probably do that more. I'd recommend that on a turbo car more so than a supercharged car at low boost, because the supercharged car doesn't necessarily have to be on a two-step, whereas a turbo car, if you launch at the track and you're on a trans brake in a two-step, it's going to shake everything. So I'd rather get billet stuff in there. Mice Garage says, I ordered a 9-inch strange rear end, 35 flat axles. Can't wait to install that on my 03 Mach 1. Nice. So you're going to have a 14.1 Mach 1 with a badass rear end. Awesome. Mustang Week brings out the peak peasant questions. Can you use a 72mm pulley on a Gen 2 Eliminator with a VMP Gen 3R supporting mods? Can I run a 72mm pulley on a Gen 3R with supporting mods? Yeah. You can run a fucking 69mm pulley if you have E85 and the proper fuel. Sure. I too am poor, but I have mortgages and rental properties too. Congratulations. I do not want anything to do with rental properties. That sounds like a whole bunch of nope, because the government will say, you can't evict these people. And now you're fucked holding the bag. That's going to suck. That was hilarious. Gave him the spotlight. That guy he's fine. I was like, this is good to show on video, because the one time I catch that on video, that shit happens to me at every gas station, every time I go to a convenience store, every time I come out of Publix or Target. Hey, nice Mustang. Thank you. I used to have a Granada. I don't care. Like, one day I'm going to say that. I'm going to go, hey, sir, I really don't care. And they're going to get mad at me because I don't care, that I don't want to listen to their stupid fucking shit. And the problem is, I have to be prepared to get into an argument with some fucking guy I've never met before, because I'm going to tell him I don't care. I hate people, bro. Alex, currently running 6510, says Brandon 50. Bandit 50, sorry. Gap the 22 and the car is breaking up, popping, misfire, and pull the plugs and they're white. Dakota said maybe try brisk plugs. I don't know your power level. I have no idea what fuel you're running, but if you got try a different set of like brisk 12s and see if it does any better. Hey guys, do you need a retune for race ethanol? Race ethanol? Like ethanol 1R? No, if you're on an E85 tune, the 1R be fine. The GT500 runs on ethanol 1R, and I don't change the tune any differently than an E85. It just makes more power based on the fuel properties. Are these modded F-150s launching in 4-wheel drive? Yes, 100%. My couches don't touch the walls though. Congratulations. Matt G wants the attention so bad. Boy, that guy wants the attention. Oh my God. Man, Matt G really wants attention. Sheesh, man, that guy's like, please pay attention to me. I have rental properties and you're poor, Alec, and I live in Texas. You live in Texas. It's, south of Oklahoma. Interesting. Alex, starting to talk another language and watch them get awkward. Yeah. Exactly. If they're like, hey, man, I love your car. I'm like, yo no entiendo inglés. Yo no sé lo que tú estás diciendo. Oh, fuck this guy. Fuck these Mexicans. These Mexicans are getting big around here. Just say that you had the car, works 90% of the time. Just say thank you, and the car works 90% of the time. No, Patrick Lynch, because they're going to want to fucking, what do you mean 90% of the time? You don't care about my life story, says Clip Clop the horse. Exactly. C85 Roush blower, 6R80, 69mm pulley. So Boy, I would try brisk 12s. I've seen NGK 6510s be real good up to 1,000 horsepower. Rear wheel, measuring, from the base of your dick. If you're saying flywheel horsepower, like people say, this 1,500 horsepower Mustang, then you see on the dyno makes 1382. Badass, it made 1382. I don't measure my dick from the back of my neck. You know what I'm saying? Samuel Day says, it's like that at every event now. I owned a whatever and I did something. I can't do it anymore. I just do my own thing. No shows or cars and coffee. I just drove and got coffee. I mean, cars and coffees are AIDS, like full-blown 1983 or 82 AIDS. And you just don't want to be around those type of people. You really start to hate car culture. You start to hate the car community because you mainly just want to park and look at other guys' cars and you say, nice car. Thank you. You're welcome. And move on. But people don't know how to do that. They're like, nice car. Hey man, thanks. In high school, I dated a girl, Tiffany. Busted her nut on the back of a car just like this. Got her pregnant. I had to get rid of the car. She dumped me. Got a divorce. Kid hates my guts. Mom doesn't let me see him. I'm broke. I live in inefficiency. Nice car, bro. Have a good day. Get out of Stop. I don't care about your fucking life story. Leave me alone. God. E85 near me is testing at 90%. Good to go. Load up the 85R tune. Yes, sir. Big Daddy Patty. Alex, when they say nice car, just say, I know. That's why I bought it. This worked for me for years. No. If you engage yesterday, oh my God, yes. Yesterday, I'm coming back from a cruise. I just took the red car out for a cruise because I just wanted to just decompress. I hate fucking everyone, so I'm just driving. I had a good time. I washed it. Looks good. It's shiny. It's not loud anymore. I'm happy. I'm literally happy with the car. Pull up to a light and some yee mud butt 38 attendee looked like it with a Michelob light hat on and a fishing lure on it or something. I had my windows down because it was halfway decent, and that's a big mistake. Having your windows down at a stoplight while your car's chopping. Biggest mistake you can do. Keep the windows up, turn the AC on, do not engage with anyone at a traffic light. I'm stupid. I left the windows down and some dickhead in a Toyota, I don't know what the fuck it was, Tundra. He goes, hey man, what the fuck's done to that car, man? Now, I'm one of these guys that would never do that. Like, would never stick my head out the window and say to someone, what the fuck? Like, the beginning of that's all I heard. After he said all his other, what the fuck? Blah, 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 I just heard, what the fuck? And it triggered me, bro. Like, I went back to 26-year-old Alex. I was just like, what the fuck? I just said, fuck right back. And he's like, whoa, man, relax. And I'm just like, oh, man, I gotta just, like, stop going out in public because nobody knows how to act anymore. I just put my windows up, turn on my AC. I'm like, let me go home. Let me go home. Fucking everyone's a retard out there. And imagine going to Mustang Week. And that's what you chose to go somewhere full of those motherfuckers. Imagine you're that guy with the Mystic Terminator. And now you got to hear his bullshit about the Mystic Chrome or Mystic whatever the fuck. Then you'll have a 96 to 98 guy talk shit on the 03, 04 Cobra guy about the color. Mine was first. Well, it's different. Then you got the yellow Cobra guy show up and you're like, mine's yellow. I'm like, you're fucking gay. Like, I know. It's all good, bro. Want to have a rev battle? I could not imagine. Could not imagine going to Mustang Week. Blows my mind. Alex, centrifugal setup with a turbo 400, MSD, car blows through the two-step when on the trans brake. Any ideas? Been a 6.0 on foot and no boost off the line. Love to see 5 PSI launch. Car blows through the two-step when on trans brake. I don't know. The two-step should stop the car from revving. Why is it blowing through it? I don't know why it blows through the two-step, to be honest. Big mistake. I keep my windows up. Big mistake. 661 Racing checking in. How you doing? It's like 6:30 or actually 7 o'clock where he's at. Good morning. Good morning. Watching, listening live from work. Says Court Jam Got Chance. God damn it. Fix your names. Triggered Karen mode. Absolutely. I just lost my shit. I'm like, man. Like if I see I saw a Grand National one time at a Cars and Coffee. I go, hey man, love the car. He goes, thanks. And I think he was ready for more words to come out of my mouth. And they didn't. He was like, nice car. Thanks. Yeah, I'm done. I'm leaving. You don't want to... You know what? Nixon Tarpia said something funny the other day. We were at the track and he goes, you know, Alex, I saw this black Grand National and I just started laughing immediately. I go, as opposed to a yellow Grand National, as opposed to a white Grand National, as opposed to the pink and red Grand National. He's like, oh, yeah, I know, they're all black. I'm like, why would you say a black Grand National? You say, I saw a Grand National. They're all black. I've seen white ones. They're not a Grand National. Fastest cars on earth are at car shows. Never see them at the track. Fastest guys at the track are sitting down watching racing. Bet me on that. Go to any track, and you'll sit down next to a bunch of cuck-ass motherfuckers, and they're like, that Super went 7. It's fucking slow. I've seen Supras go 6. It's like, the guy has a 7-second Supra, and you're ragging on it? You're sitting here. You're sitting. You paid to come in and sit and watch people do what they do. I'm Armenian. Cool. J. Court J. At the beach for 2 weeks. Mustang week is coming up, and I'm curious to see how bad it gets. Luckily, I'm in the daily and not the Mustang. Just pretend you're deaf. Do you imagine if I have one of those, what do you call them? Earplugs. And the guy's like, hey, nice Mustang. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I just don't want to hear you. I was logging the other day and some lady asked me 9 million questions about my engage at a light, thinking it was a mirror for inside the car. Done, lost my mind. A buddy of mine had a Cyclone and they broke into the garage and stole it. So he's probably there typing that. And he goes, well, stole is present. Stole it is past. Yeah, that's right. And Google has a big red squiggly line under stoled. This is like, this ain't a word. This ain't a word, dude. Just like Google is telling you, or whatever, your phone, yeah, they fix this, bro. You'd have to hit the check mark to be like, yeah, it's a word. Like, let's add it to my dictionary. Stole it. Sid and Ricky. A buddy of mine had a Cyclone and they broke into his garage and stole it. Sucks. People can't have anything nice. You can't have nice things. I love this chat. Oh, man. You know, my buddy used to have a Cyclone and they stole it. Things have nice can't. Oh, fuck me. Guy here with a 17V6 said he's pushing for 400 horsepower with a catback exhaust. I was like, okay, guy, bye. So we got a guy. Did I already tell you guys this? That some guy said that he had a guy got 6 kits of nitrous. I probably already told you the story. The guy, local guy to me, he's like, hey man, you gonna go track? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go track. He's like, man, Silverback Gorilla gonna be out there. Silverback Gorilla gonna be out there. I was like, Silverback Gorilla's gonna be out there. Goes, yeah, Silverback Gorilla's gonna be out there, man. You got nitrous, big block nitrous. Nitrous. Oh yeah, what's he got? A couple kids. I think I got 6 kits. Excuse me, what? You said he had 6 kits? Yeah, he got 6 kits, man. He gonna gap. I mean, he gonna gap. And then he names like some car that I'm supposed to know. Like Gold Dust. He gonna fuck up Gold Dust. Stay in my house, never leave. He done stole it, dog. Fuck you mean offending? Hunter Walker. He done stole it, dog. Fuck you mean off from damn. That's like I got in an argument with the old guy at work about how slow 2.3s are, and he swore it would tore up my GT. He must have raced a GT because he bought one. Alex lives for the typos. Pure entertainment. It done. She gone. Gotta love the peasant chat. Good morning, everyone. Says Road Rage 860. You're missing some great spelling. People probably haven't had their coffee, and I'll give you guys the break. But it entertains me. It's great. Did you say he was going to make fun of people's spelling today? You did say you were going to make fun of people's spelling today. Look, guys, right there. Peasant chat 95. We talk to poor people and make fun of their spelling errors. Alex, would you rather install Corsa Gaze on one of your cars or have to spend an entire week at Mustang Week? Oh, that's a good one. It's only a week of gayness as opposed to a longer time of gayness. So I'd rather go to Mustang Week. I'd rather go to Mustang Week and have a guy that was triggered by one of my videos attempt to fight me while I don't represent a company. I was at Mustang Week one guy and a guy attempted to fight me while I was working for VMP. If I go there by myself, motherfucker is not going to even come close to me. He won't even come close to me. He saw I was in a booth. He saw I couldn't go out there and pop off, and he was going to try to take advantage. But catch me there by myself, not representing a company, and talk the shit. Woo-wee. It'll be a bad time. How about EcoBoost guys that swear they're faster than Mustang? They truly believe they're faster than the Coyotes. I mean, look, it depends how much shit they got done with. We tuned a guy that runs like 980s or 960s in an EcoBoost Mustang out West Coast. He doesn't mind throwing 17 motors in it. He does not mind. He is okay throwing motor after motor in it. He literally has the EcoBoost record right now. 6 kits of nitrous. The wiring has to look like an old-fashioned telephone switchboard. Hey, man, he got a sick kit. Man, he going to be out. Still back gorilla. He going to be out there. What? Hey, man, I'm finna. He said, I see him every time. He's my neighbor. I'm finna go to Miami this weekend. Oh, yeah, I went to Miami. We're going to run from the cop. Get one dirt bike and run from the cop. Are you going to get in a dirt bike and run from the cops? Yep. Why? It's fun. Like, wow. What, like the thought process of all that. It just makes you go, wow. Some stupid big block dunk on 24s, probably. John DiNapoli, exactly. Wasn't Goldust a wrestler from the old WCW? Exactly. Alex could lose a rattle on the catback, cause kits. Alex, could a loose or rattle on the catback cause the KS to come on? Depends on how hard the rattle is. If it's hitting up against the body, it'll probably cause false knock. Cash me outside. Black Rifle Company is good stuff. It is. Black Rifle is good stuff. I'm not having any coffee today. Someone sent me some pre-workout the other day. Shout out to you. I almost died. Not because my heart rate was stupid or allergies. I am allergic to something in that pre-workout. I sneezed and coughed a whole day after the workout. I'm doing the workout. I'm like, all right, it's not particularly, I'm not like jacked up. I felt itchy, like when you drink C4 energy drink, and I'm like, I feel itchy. Yeah, I don't know if I'm right. And then I go home and I sneezed for a whole day. I'm like, yep, I'm done with that pre-workout. It's got to have some agave or bullshit that I'm allergic to. Sheesh, 970 and EcoBoost. Didn't realize they were going that fast. Yeah, bro. There was a EcoBoost guy that's running 970. I forget his name, but maybe Junior can. Let me see if I can get Junior on the horn. Let me see. What's the EcoBoost record holder's name? Mustang. Let's see if he replies by the end of the chat, and then we'll see what the deal is. Going to Mustang Week wouldn't be bad. You would get a lot of funny content. I would, but then there's always going to be that one guy that wants to talk shit and like step up and get chippy and get a reaction, and he'll get it. Was talking to an RX-8 rotary guy that claimed his engine builder tuner told him that he would gain at least 100 horsepower if he stripped the interior. He gained 100 horsepower. Boy. Maybe he meant the equivalent. Florida Street Imports. Florida Street Imports. I was talking to a guy at the track, which again, do not engage a guy in the staging lanes that doesn't have a car. Oh, when you put that supercharger, when the supercharger come in stock? No, it doesn't come stock. No, some of the no, I'm not saying it's a stock. I'm saying a lot of these cars come in stock with a supercharger. No, none of these cars come stock with a supercharger. Oh yeah, because the Shelby GT, the Shelby GT, the stupid snake, a stupid snake, the SVT, stupid snake. Fuck out of here. They finna drag you. My local track is the worst. I watch the guy chug Wild Irish Rose, then get his Raggedy Nova and make a pass. That's some dude that approaches you on IG name blah 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 blah. Man, that silverback never seen nothing like that on the before, nothing like that little Tunchi. These motherfuckers plan to run from the cops weeks in advance. What is wrong with people? Man, we finna run from the cop. It's fun. Hi, Alex, just upgraded some suspension parts on my 13 MT82 car. Strange single adjustable on all four corners. Solid for racing RCA's relocation brackets. Steed adjustable upper control arm mount. Oh my God, it's on lowered 1.5 inch springs. That's a mistake. 373 street car. Great chains. Car lifts the tires hard. Hits the tires hard. A launch ass end kick out left. What adjustments can I do to correct this? Appreciate it, ma'am. If it kicks out left, first of all, if you're drag racing a Mustang, lowering it probably won't help you. It's like just lowering it. You'd have to have like springs that are specific for what you're trying to do. And if you put lowering springs on a car and then go drag race it, you're already kind of starting off on the wrong foot, in my opinion. I think certain spring rates have to be advantageous for certain cars or certain applications. Okay, your bar angle matters. What is it? You're not your anti-roll bar, but I forget that bar that the left. I haven't fucked with S197 in a bit, but the adjustable. It's not the anti-roll bar. Is it an anti-roll bar? It is an anti-roll bar. The factory panhard bar. Sorry, the panhard bar. You have to make sure your alignment is legit with the panhard bar. When you lower the car, the panhard bar kicks shit left or right. Or when you put new suspension parts, you got to make sure everything's centered. But honestly, since I don't know, I don't see your car the way it's set up. Honestly, I have no idea. Usually, I love stock springs on many applications. I love stock springs. All right. If not, get specific drag springs for your vehicle, whether it be from Steeda or whoever you want to rep at that moment. Anti-roll bar, panhard bar has to be adjusted properly. The proper bar angle with the relocation bracket, so the bar angle is facing down, going towards the back of the vehicle. Is it? Yes, I think. So there's a bunch of stuff that I just can't get into on a live stream. Thank you, panhard bar. Everyone corrected me, panhard bar. Does Ford make a power pack for the Turbo 400? What? I want to run 7 kits on my stock Gen 1. I sold my transmission for the last couple kits. Had a transmission from an old van. Can work? Matt G wants a little too much attention. I think he's one of those guys that he thinks he's funny in his group of friends. Oh, you're hilarious. Yeah, you should do like an open mic night. Oh, you think so? Oh, I'm gonna watch this. Alex is gonna laugh at this thing. I love him. Alex, do you detail your own cars? Any products you recommend? Fuck no. I go to the car wash, clear microfiber, dry that bitch off with a chamois and just drive it. I like the ammo products that has soapy and douchey, and then I'm going to put some wee-wee in the... his product names are ridiculous. The guy's a great guy, probably a millionaire. I can't stand the naming of some of those products. Alex, I have an S550 full weight, stop the hop kit, drag springs, Viking Crusader shocks. What should I valve them to? Valve them to or set them to? Rears would be 610. Front, okay, rears, I would do 6 rebound, 10 compression to start, and then adjust and tire pressure. If you have an ET Street R on a good prep track, 17 PSI or so. The fronts, you should have the rebound be low and the compression high, so that the rebound allows the shock to extend quickly, but then the compression slows down the rate that the front end comes down. You want the front end up and stay up as long as possible if you have front adjustable shocks, and obviously the spring package is going to matter also. What kills me is the guy that names everyone he thinks he can outrun you, but he doesn't have anything you to outrun you with. Right. So, John Walton, that's a very good point. How many of you guys have met a guy that go, "Oh yeah, are you better than Demonology?" I'm like, are you? Oh, I bet you Demonology can beat you. Can you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Actually, it does matter because you're coming to my face saying this guy, and this guy can beat you, but can you beat me? No. Why do you recommend getting a tune from a Fusion Sport? No idea, bro. No idea. Are we going to have to do a vote to kick out Matt? No, Matt's fine. He's not bugging me. It's just funny, some of the comments. So it's not worth getting in a fight. A lot of those YouTube dudes are soft like Charmin. That's kind of what I get, but you know, there's sometimes you just need to check people. I'm not looking for fights. I don't. The last thing the last thing I want to do is fight anybody because I don't want to go to jail because of some dickhead and have a record because of some dickhead. But eventually someone has to stop that behavior. Someone is going to have to check somebody to stop that behavior. I don't want it to be me. That's why I don't go anywhere. I literally just stay my ass home. Tune, go to the track mainly by myself, and come back home. I avoid everybody. Bros, I'm about to be a dad. How long should I wait before buying a 5.0? Mango brain, you're fucked. It's over. Now, all that dick sucking and fucking used to do with homegirl, it's over, Johnny. Where is it's over? Well, let's bring back some of the soundboard. Oh, the soundboard. The soundboard.
It's over, Johnny.
It's over. So
it's over.
If you watch,
nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
If you watch my other channel, I talk all about this one. Once the baby is out, you are now number 2. Good luck with that bullshit. Okay, Alex, best plug and play gap. Okay, best plug and gap for a 14 GT500 with basic bolt-ons, pulley intake, throttle body headers. Now, I don't know I am the first guy to tell you that on GT500, I'm a lost puppy. I don't know. But I, on my 1100 horsepower GT500, run these guys. NGK BR7EF. Oh, gosh. Come on. Where is it? Come on. Boy, this sucks. NGK BR7EF. Part number 3346. So NGK BR7EF. That's what I run on the GT500, and I gap it to 22,000s. Oh, actually 18,000s on that GT500. But for you on low power, 28.028. But that plug might be too cold. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe 1 or 2 colder than you have stock, and gap it to 28,000 should be okay. Time for a 4-door Mama Luna. Exactly why I have no kids. Exactly. Soundboard. Skip the Mustang 4-door. Alex, how inaccurate is the Ford accelerometer app to the draggy or actual ET slips? Not even close. Like legit, not even close. I've done a couple of hits in it, and it's like the old G-Tech Pro was way more accurate. Like that was actually accurate. I had an old Contour SVT back in the day, when like 2 years old when it came out, and it was like 15.1, and then I went to the track and the car went 15.1. I'm like, pretty accurate. You have to do like the tumbler girl and put your hands behind it so the camera focuses. Really? Put your hand behind it? What do you mean? What do you mean? I think he's fucking with me, but I'd like to make it focus, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe I could like put it right up to the bitch and see what happens. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. It just took a while for the thing to focus. That's what I have on the GT500. Yeah. Now I'm take a while for it to there it is. I like how he knows exactly what to do because he's like, oh, I don't have only. How many of you guys dropped your OnlyFans accounts once they told you that porn and them sticking wrenches up there twat is not going to be accepted? Whoa. Don't plan on it either. Got it. 4-door Mamalona wouldn't be bad on Jake makes that turbo kit for the crew cabs. Yes. Pezzo works at Power by the Hour, has a crew cab, short bed. They're going to develop a kit for that too. And that should cover a huge chunk of that market. Product in front, hand behind product. Product in front, hand behind product. It focused. I just shoved it right in front of the camera and it was fine. Pon la mano atrás. If you can swing it. Trackhawk, if you can swing it. Oh, yeah. What's the best? You're asking, basically the chat is asking, what's the best or better or a baller, a 4-door family vehicle? Trackhawk. It's cool. It's a cool. Again, Dodge is the straight man's auto manufacturer right now. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of Dodge. I'm not a bit, but Dodge is exuding masculinity. They're dropping balls on shit. Everything makes 700. They're dropping Hellcat motors and everything. The Pacifica will have a Hellcat motor in it. The Durango has a Hellcat motor in it, or whatever, that motor. So good. They are the only car manufacturer that I look at and I go, man, shit. Ford and Chevy, gay shit. Again, if you want to be gay, it's all good. I don't care. But man, shit, Dodge stuff. Yes, it's heavy. Yes, it's a boat. Don't care. Is map easier to tune than MAF? On Ford applications, not necessarily. You can mess around with some of the tables, but the changes are not like a standalone. Meaning the changes that the way Ford maps out their stuff, like on SCT or on HP tuners, isn't deadly accurate. You know what I mean? Usually, as long as you get the right map sensor and you put in the right transfer function for that map sensor, it should technically just fuel properly up until that sensor pegs in terms of boost, 3-bar, whatever. So on a standalone, it's totally different. This is totally different because you have to adjust it. On Ford OEM stuff, I'm telling you, there's just 15 things in the way. And what you think you're adjusting, sometimes it's mapped wrong. Sometimes it has nothing to do with it. Sometimes there's a limit to what you're doing based on another table or a function at another completely different place. Whereas a standalone, it's like me and Jake were talking about it because we were just flashing the truck a bunch of times Friday night. He was like, if you ever get your hands on a standalone, you're going to be like, fuck OEM control. And I'm like, why? He's like, it's a lot easier. He goes, I tuned Danielle's car. Thing's fucking mint. And I'm not a super bad. Jake knows his shit. He goes, Alex, that thing drives great. Just like 2 tables to really take a look at. There's a couple other things like, certain injector data and coil drivers and coil and IAC and all this stuff. But mainly you're looking at 2 tables. 2024 Dodge is done. That's okay. That's okay because Ford was done already 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago. The 2020 GT500 is the only vehicle that you're like badass, okay? Semi. And Dodge has like 5 of those. Morning, Alex. Glad to catch you live, says Dornell Washington. Miniback Madman says that Blue Demon sounded good at the track in the last video. I think it went like a 10.8. Good little car. Pump gas, just chilling. Should I wait 10 weeks for free-flowing LTH or ARH? LTH from ARH or get Corsa headers and X-Pipe that are in stock? I'm going to run the stock muffler 17 GT350. LTH and ARH are just superior than Corsa, in my opinion. Juan Resendez says, if only Ram still made regular cab, especially equipped with the 392. That Blue Demon got that R2 scream, says Anthony. Rich 50 says, about to pick up fantasy football team. Hopefully I win the pot this year. Wow. That's like Dungeons and Dragons for football, isn't it? Isn't fantasy football, fantasy baseball? Isn't that like Dungeons and Dragons? Where you're like in a little room and you're like drafting things and... No, it's totally different, Alex. How? Well, it takes real world stats and puts them into my fake team that I made up. Got it. My buddy just got a new Model S Tesla, 10.6, 10.7 car. Not a plaid, but it runs nuts for stock on the street. Exactly. A S regular non-plaid is still a 10-second car on the street, guys. It's pretty ridiculous. Factory turnkey Trackhawk made giggle like a schoolgirl. Pretty impressive. Ford Halo cars are badass. Last one was 2014. I said what I said. I mean, the 2014 isn't as good as a 2020. Right? What was a 2014 GT500 running? What was it running? 11.2. 2020 GT500 is like a 10.8 car. Stock. 10.6. Stock. Maybe. In the 10s. Sorry. I said what I said. Brad Shearer says, thanks, fellas. The panhard is good. I squared it up when I installed the other stuff. I think the rear springs are clapped out. We're on the car when I bought it and still need to get an alignment. Yeah, that's half of your battle. Make sure the springs are legit. It's probably fucking squatting like a motherfucker and just bottoming out on shit, Texas size gap likes the way I looked, so he must be liking this sauce. Just all I do is work, go to the gym, and shut the fuck up. Just that I don't fuck with anybody. Yeah, they still sit with all the laptops and draft people. Exactly. Like Dungeons and Dragons and fantasy baseball are the same thing, in my opinion. I just like to gamble. Okay, that's all good. There's nothing wrong with that. I was able to get my cruise control working on my 14T with a Magnum XL using SET Advantage. Congratulations. AutoZone, O'Reilly's Napa. Which one is Alex shopping at? Honestly, so Advanced Auto has Torco or Octanium. Advanced Auto has more selection for ship. Advanced, yeah. What's the other one? Advanced. No, I'm wrong. I think it's AutoZone. AutoZone has Torco. Advanced is trash. The one line, I got a buddy that, right? I has Piston says, hey, Alex, what are your thoughts on self-driving cars? I'm okay with it. Look, again, watch iRobot. Watch iRobot. That's the future. That's the future. iRobot is literally the future. They did a really good job at that. In my opinion, telling you what's going to happen in the future. Took to Applebee's by a Tesla in my Fox. Immediately sat it down. Feelings hurt. You guys are now afraid to race sedans. You could say they're gay I see these guys all the time. I don't care if I'm wrong, but this new Mustang looks like trash. Okay. Ford, it doesn't give a shit. They want to sell product. So if it looks like shit, but the wife, because guess who the biggest consumers of these cars are? Housewives. Oh, I want something little zippy, but I want to be able to not like crouch down to get in it, and I don't want it to feel like a big truck, but I want it to be fast, and I want to be, oh, look at a Mustang GT. Or a Mach-E GT, sorry, Mach-E GT. Oh, it's cute. It's yellow. Oh, it's yellow. Look, a Mach-E GT Mustang. Okay, I'll get in it. Oh, it's nice. Oh, my God. I'll take it. Ooh. Goes up to a light, and you roll up in your Fox body, 347 with a fucking S trim, E-cam. Nah, fuck that. You went and paid the money and had an Anderson spec'd out cam, world-class T5 and a King Cobra clutch, 373s and 4-lug. Well, drag lights, 15x8, because you didn't want to shove a big tire underneath it. Brip, brip, brip. Look at this piece of shit. That's not a Mustang. That's a bitch-ass car. Dumb bitch. Oh, look, a Mustang. No, let me race it. Yee! Mustang owner just takes a hard right into a fucking ditch. Oh, I don't care. I don't give a fuck if it beat me. It's still gay. Cool story, dumbass. It has no soul. Well, yeah, but I can get in my car. Blah, 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 blah. She's like, hey, honey, I beat the shit out of a Mustang this morning in my Mach-E GT. You guys are now going to start avoiding SUVs and sedans. Bet me. What's a good unit to put on a 14 Mustang stock rear end? What is a good unit to put in a 2014 Mustang? My stock rear end is short. Smoking Nido. What is a good unit to put in a 14 Mustang? My stock rear end is short. He said unit, so he watches Cletus. Right? Like he watches Cletus. And he basically verified it by like shot. You can't. I can't. You forgot the drum brakes. Yes, Jeff Sharp. The drum brakes rattle canned, that chrome rattle can color. You know what I'm talking about. You look at the drum brakes and they're rusty and you're like, I'll just rattle can it fucking chrome. Yeah, look at that. Mustangs are going to be getting gapped by base Corollas. Could you imagine a Altima 3.5? A 3.5 Altima is going to absolutely tear your Fox body's asshole. I'm going to build a Mustang. Yeah, I finally be able to build a Mustang. What are you going to do? A 306 cam, Edelbrock upper and lower, CNL, pump gas, 4 shorty headers, 4 tens, awesome. Go up to a light, and an Altima just came back from Target with the back loaded full of groceries, but it's got a 3.5 in it. And and you're trying to get on the on-ramp before it, and the lady's like, not today. And you're like, oh shit, son. It's an Altima. I'll show you a unit. He said a Cletus word. Exactly. Once he said unit, I'm done. I'm fucking done. The short unit. Yeah, my unit is short. What unit do you want to put in the Mustang rear end? It's short. Put a 2-valve in it. I'll show you a unit. What? Anything new Gap stock Fox body. like Quests, like just shit ass cars that just fuck up a Fox body. Oh, boy, that's gonna be a sad day for somebody if they show up to a light and get fucking gapped by the Ultima's gonna be like,
hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Oh shit, man. Then you grab a 2.3 and it just spins the clutch, just slips the clutch, and
this smells like jelly beans.
Piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here. Like that, we got to get that. Saw the first gen Taurus SHO whoop on a Fox body at the drag strip the other day. First gen SHOs, they're ugly, but for their day, they were fucking way ahead of everyone else. Way ahead of everyone else. Did you guys see some other YouTuber blew up another engine? That's gotta suck. The amount of money he paid for that car, I did not see that. I did not see he blew up another motor. I'm sorry. I can't. He blew up another fucking motor? Like, is that like a record? That's the record, right? Like 2 blown motors I mean, come on. I don't know that that's true. But if it does, it sucks. I'm not happy about it, but got gapped by a dart today. Jake's truck pulled good on 7 PSI with the Fairmont on the back. Looked like the truck didn't even squat at all. Dude, it was chilling. Whoop, went up that hill like nothing. I was like, this thing's pretty impressive. One of your best skits so far. Someone make that clip hilarious. Okay. I saw a 3.5 Altima beat a Fox body Mustang back in the mid 2000s. I remember them being faster than stock WRXs from that era. Alex, I have a 17 F5 F-150. Fun truck to drive. Cool, Thomas. Hey, Alex, I had a McMuffin from McDonald's and coffee. Tasted great. You actually typed that out. So was crazy for its time. Show was crazy for its time. If people don't know what the show is, the SHO, for all those young kids, before the Taurus SHO came out, cars looked like absolute ass. I mean, this looks like ass now, but back then the precursor to the Taurus SHO was what was the precursor to a Taurus SHO? I forget what was, wasn't it like an LTD? Like, what was the 4-door car to have back in its day, before the Taurus showed up? Where the fuck is 1080p monitor? Dude, I can't find 1080p monitor. Did I fucking delete it? What the fuck is going on? I can't. 1080p monitor. Dude, I must have just totally deleted it. There it is. Wow, why did I move it there? I'm so stupid. Yeah, so this thing, back in its day, was super badass. It had a Yamaha, I think. Yamaha overhead cam engine. Then this is like the latest iteration. Wow, that picture fucking sucks the dick, huh? But yeah, this was a badass stick shift. This was a stick shift car. And if you see the old Motor Trend article on it and the video, it was actually pretty fucking legit. It was actually pretty fucking legit for what it was. I mean, it's nothing, it sucks dick now, but back then it was pretty badass. Meanwhile, his friend is tuned by y'all and still hasn't blown an engine. Rich 50. Who's his friend? I don't know who his friend is. He has friends that's tuned by us. 1320 had a video of 2100 horsepower blowing its turbo up and taking out the brake line. Have you seen the video of a guy who was by a dyno and a turbo wheel blew up and it slit his fucking neck and he died right then and there? He was like, people that go to dynos and stand right next to it blow my freaking mind. When I worked at VMP, I would have people with their phones right up against the wheel. They're like this. Let's say this is the wheel. And they're like, it's going 140 miles an hour. Drive shaft breaks, anything comes flying off that bitch, you're dead. So people that go to dyno events and sit behind the car are fucking hilarious. Are you guys nuts? Are you stupid? People that stand anywhere near a dyno while it's running blow my freaking mind. Could you hook up the car to a trailer, your truck? Okay. Could you hook up the car trailer to your truck and drag you, then do the same with Jake's truck? Are you serious? You want me to blow it up with it? You want me to quarter-mile race a car I'm towing? Come on, man. Stop it. Alex, what was your first car? 86 Mustang 5.0. 86 Mustang 5.0. That was my first ever car. Crown Vic. Oh, the Crown Vic? Damn. No, Tempo. It was a Tempo. I forget, but the four-door car before the Taurus came out, I think it was a Crown Vic LTD or something similar. Excuse me. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. It says Fletch XR8. How you doing, brother? Thank you for tuning in from Australia. Is your state locked down in Australia? Because I heard it's not all of Australia it's locked down. It's like certain states. I don't know how they go, but provinces. I don't know how the fuck y'all do this shit over there. I seen that video. Always stand in front of it. I stand nowhere near it. I want to be nowhere near the motherfucker. Yeah, the tire blows. You're dead. You're fucking dead. You're not gonna get like hurt. You're gonna die. Dead. Remember that video of that guy in the Mustang that wanted to go 200 miles an hour on the dyno, and the tire comes apart impressively. Tire blows up on dyno, and he was like proud of it. I'm like, boy, you're stupid. I think it's a 1320 video. Yeah, 1320 video. So before I get copyrighted by them, because the homeboy, I guarantee that he'll do dumb shit like that. Let me see. No thanks. I don't want to reactivate anything. Let's get to the meat of it. Yep, look at that right there. So if you got headphones, guys, be careful. If you got headphones, guys. So this guy, fucking genius, decided he wanted to go, I don't know, 200 or I don't know what the fuck he was doing. It was a nice Gen 1 Coyote S197. He blew the fucking tire apart. Yeah, one more time, guys. Yep, cool. Real, I mean, just a genius move. Genius move. Look at that. Look at these guys back there like, what? Man, that's a dumb son of a bitch right there. You see, man, the silverback gorilla get on that thing. You make a 5,000, make 5 kick. Silverback gorilla be on that. It won't blow it up. Stupid Mustang don't blow it up. Look at this. Oh, there's your license plate so we can identify who the fucking genius was. Look at that. Dumbass. Yep, and imagine the guy standing back there and takes a look at the boots. Dude, is this the owner? Is this the owner? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Look at this.
Car for sale, fresh paint job.
Yeah, you done blowed it up, buddy. Good job, buddy. Sick. That's so sick. Oh, man, they know who I am now. Clout Chase 1000. Fuck out of here. Yeah, don't stand near the dyno, please. Alex, you ever eat breakfast sandwich from Dunkin' Donuts? Zoom lenses are a thing if you want to take dyno videos. Exactly. Yeah, they're idiots like that, pulling truck out and holding the rope. Okay. Could you imagine that hitting your head? No. Clip clop. The GT500 one is where the dyno falls apart. Yeah, the GT500 on like a shit ass portable dyno that they brought in on a roll cart, and they're like, yeah, come on, put your Super Snake on this thing. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm good. The one where it jumped off the dyno was crazy. You're right. My bad. All right. Currently. Day 30 of our 6th lockdown and over 200 days worth of lockdown since February 2020. Why do you vote for those people? I hope your country has a stupid... We voted in Biden. That's how stupid we are. And we're blown away that he's fucking up. I can't believe he's fucking up. I can. Got to get a pic for the Insta. Exactly. Morning, Mr. Alex. Is PK out of design? How you doing, Mr. PK? How you doing? I love that guy. The conversation we had on Instagram, dude, guy was so fucking solid. I'm so happy I got to talk to him. I probably, he's one of those guys that if I ever did like a, let's say this job goes away because of the EPA, I'll go on a fucking tour of shops that I think are legit because they're probably going to be extinct. And talk to people like that are in the industry. But you guys would probably be bored, but I wouldn't be. I think they deserve some recognition. So PK, thank you for being a fan. Appreciate you, brother. Done bloated up. Mustang for sale. Done bloated up. Me and my cowboy boots and my fucking Target jeans. Don't hate on Target jeans. They're all right. They got them stretchy shits for your nuts. It's a good time. Stangmo needs a different engine builder. No, L&M is legit, guys. Guys, if it's L&M, they're legit. Love fucking jit. New Zealand went back into lockdown with one COVID case reported in the entire country. Bro, I don't know what the fuck's going on with people that vote those people. You should be a complete fucking revolution and reset everything of people that do dumb shit like that. You know why they don't do that shit here? Because I think that January 6th shit, but it would pale in comparison if they tried like mandates, like federal mandates. It'd be a fucking problem. That tire smells like jelly beans. What is the max price you would pay for a Fox body? $3,500. Like, I'm not gonna buy a nice Fox body. I'm not gonna buy a nice Fox body. That's really stupid. Nice and Fox body should not belong in the same fucking sentence. Because it's a waste of money. I would buy a $3,500 notch or GT that had solid strut towers, wasn't totally clapped out, need some paint, maybe interior super ragged out. That's okay. But don't you dare tell me it's a $5,000 to $7,000 car. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, or I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
But as always, it's worth whatever someone is willing to pay for it. Alex, tell these young bitches about the Lincoln Mark 8. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Lincoln Mark 8. I hate that car. I hate that car. Some people look at this car and they think it's badass. Oh, someone just got shot. No, it's okay. I'm in the. It's my 1-1. It's. You live in a 1-1. You know, shit happens. I don't like this car at all, guys. I don't know if you guys are into this kind of car. I think this was the biggest piece of shit ever. But Alex, it had a Texan block. Alex, a Texan block 32 valve. It's basically a Mustang Cobra Power. Fuck that car, bro. Fuck that car. Piece of shit. Just a roller will do. Exactly. I'm not going to pay more than $3,500 for any fucking Fox. What shop should be avoided when building a Coyote? Oh, okay, Saul Martinez. Hey, Alex, what shop should I avoid? Hey, let me see if I can get Alex to talk shit about shops. Okay, hold on. What shop should I avoid when building a Coyote? And Alex goes, you should avoid this shop, this shop, this shop, and this shop. Yeah. Real nice fucking message there, buddy. What the fuck? The sooner people realize COVID's just another flu, the sooner we can get back to life. Media's got everyone thinking it's the Black Plague. Luckily, I hang around people that like-minded. The moment I meet someone that isn't on the same wavelength as me, they can get gone, especially on dates. Like, hey, what do you think about this whole vaccine stuff? And they say the wrong answer. They don't even, it's like, what body? Canelo soundbite is king. Exactly. Those car airbags always failed. God, the Mark 7 was way better. Yes, the Mark 7, in my opinion, not faster, but better. Fox body guys want $12,000 to $15,000 for a decent looking ride nowadays. They're psycho. They're fucking psycho. It's just not worth that to me because I've owned them. Well, it's a piece of shit. It rattles. It sucks. Even the best Fox body on the planet, you hit a pothole and it shakes your fucking fillings apart. So, sorry. I paid $3,500 for my 9250 Calypso over all black leather, 5-speed, not trashed and no rust. That's what it should be, in my opinion. I just want a Fox with a cage already in it, but people want 10K. Yeah, 100%. Fox bodies in California have shot up in price, man. My buddy has one that needs some serious work. I'm telling him to Coyote swap it and build a legit drag car. No paint, no interior, just all the goodness. Smart. Yo, Alex, I've got low compression on 1 and 3, and I could have lifted a head or just blew the rings. On 3 twin, 93, 13 car, Gen 2 engine. Oof. If you got low compression on 93, probably the rings are fucking shit. The ring lands are probably junk. On 3 kit, full exhaust, or did your fender exit the fucker? But it retains its value. Exactly. Just imagine when Cobras start hitting that weird realm of 20 year, which is 2 years away. Once or 25 year. Like once Cobras start hitting that 25 year age range, you're going to see ridiculous prices from these guys. I want $48,000 for my Cobra. I want $57,000 for my Cobra. I saw a guy selling a Gen 3 Mustang manual Vortec 18, not even the cool one, not even the downshift rev matching one, 18. He had the nerve, the balls, the cojones to ask 77 or 70. There was a 7 in the front. $70,000 for the car. Good. Excuse me. A Vortec JT V3 on E85. You want 70? You want GT 500? You want Challenger Red Eye money? Come on, stop it. Stop it with the bullshit. The show makes my Sundays. Thank you, Howlin573. I try. Yo, Alex, I already got that. Always checking to see if the door is shut because it rattles so much. Oh, I'd love. Oh my god. I went. I knew someone that wanted the hood pins the door pins replaced on the Mustang. I'm like, do you know how big of a job that is? Do you know how big of a job hood pins are on a Mustang? Like, guys, how long should it take? Sorry, door pins. I keep saying hood pins. Door pins. How long does it take to do door pins on a Mustang? Those of you that know. Door pins on a Mustang. I'd rather take the fucking fender out than try to do that shit with the door still in place. Oh, it's only going to take 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Are you fucking insane? Do you think those old pins are just going to slide right out and the bushing's just going to slide right out? Bullshit. You're there all. People tell you 40 to 45 minutes and it's fucking, you're there after hour number 8 contemplating burning the car. But you wanted the door to shut nicely. Fuck that. Meanwhile, they're getting gapped by coyotes. Should have saved Canelo for him. What? What's happening? JD Sweat said, you're right. Buy a Terminator. One guy sold his S550 for a Terminator. Says it looked good. Why? The best part is when the door trim comes off when closing the door hard. How about if you have an 85 to 86 Fox body and you go to close the door and you grab the handle and when it shuts, the handle is still in your hands. The big one that has 2 like 8mm bolts and a little fucking wood screw holding up the other one. Ba-bang! Oh, I have the whole fucking handle. Now you're fucked. Fox bodies are $8,000. Are you psycho? 3 hours later, exactly. By the way, shout out to you guys that get free information. 313 viewers, 183 likes. Go fuck yourselves. Like, blows my mind. But thank you for the ones that did leave a like. I appreciate you. 2 hours on my old Fox. Yeah, plan on 4 hours. Jason Freiberg has it right. Plan on 4 hours with a full fucking set of tools. Like everything. Oh, just hit it. Slide the new one in. You're done. My asshole. Door pin installs are fun. Frederick Fiesta says MK. Okay, we got that. Candido Ramirez. What cam would you recommend on a Gen 2 short block? Okay, sorry. I read that too quickly because I was about to go in. With a Paxton Novi 2200. Thanks for the content. So the guy has a Gen 2 short block. He wants to know what cams. But is it a Gen 1 car? Okay, if it's a Gen 1 or Gen 2 car, ComCam Stage 3. ComCam Stage 3. ComCam Stage 3. If it's a Gen 3 car, ComCam 433430. Part number 433430. Don't ask NA. Don't ask Blower. Gen 3, ComCam 433430. Gen 1, Gen 2, ComCam Stage 3 NAs. Hello from Nashville, Tennessee. Says, lucky not. Thank you very much. And look at that. All of a sudden, the likes went up when I started saying you guys are fucking lazy fucks. Thank you. I appreciate you guys very much. Enjoying your live stream at the beach, fishing. Ian Martha, always out there fishing. Man, that guy must have a pretty good life because I see his posts and I'm like, motherfucker works at Publix, has a ZL1 Camaro, which it's sus, and he fishes. He's got a good looking wife. Like, good for you. Good for you. I can't hate on that dude. Enjoying your live stream. I got that. I'll enter through the damn window. Right. Candido Ramirez says, thank you. You're welcome. David Meyer says, ComCam Stage 3. Como Cams. Cuomo Cams does it with everyone.
I do it with everyone. Black and white.
The Cuomo Cams.
Young and old.
black or white.
straight and LGBTQ.
He gonna be saying that in jail. Hey, Cuomo, didn't you say you do it with everyone? Oh yeah, you're doing it with everyone. Oh yeah, let me get some of that little. Let me get that booty. Oh shit, what the hell did I do? Let me get that booty, Cuomo. Oh no, I can't get it. Oh yeah, let me get that. Let me turn you around again, Cuomo. Let me get that booty again. Yeah, let me get that booty and turn you around. Yeah. Oh, do you do it with everyone? Oh yeah, you do it with everyone.
I do it with everyone.
Oh, you tell him, Cuomo.
Black and
Oh,
white.
come on. Yeah. Oh man.
And old,
Oh, I love that.
straight,
Stupid.
LGBTQ.
Remember, grapefruit is all.
Oh, you tell him, buddy. Hey, what you eat? It smells like jelly beans.
Oh, this smells like jelly beans.
Oh my God, what a clusterfuck this soundboard is. What's the weather like today in Florida? It's nice. It's 80, 85, 86. It's beautiful. It's going to rain at 4 o'clock like it does every day. Then it's going to have a really nice, pretty sunset like every fucking day. It's the best. I get to work OT and watch the live stream. My couch touches the wall. Yes, mine too. Not only does both of my couches touch the wall in my efficiency, I have, it's super convenient. I'm actually sitting on the toilet right now because this is my efficiency. I just need to pet the dog. Oh my God. Cuomo cams work with everyone. Boost Nitrous Gen 3R does it with everyone. All Cuomo cams
I do
work
it
with
with everyone.
Smells like jelly beans when it's over. Temp last night was around 65. Great boost weather. We're not getting that yet, but eventually we will get that. We got 4 minutes left. I want to get the fuck out of here. Go to the gym. Try to maintain the swole effect. That also gets rid of my rage because I'm sure there's some guy asking about it. Dart used to wax a fair amount. You used to wax a fair amount with your dart? Congratulations. You waxed a family car. What's wrong with people? Soundboard, baby. People love the soundboard. People love like it's not a soundboard where I touch. I know a lot of the cool YouTubers and the cool streamers have a soundboard that they touch, but honestly, mine is on OBS and it works really nice. And I'm a happy guy. I love the Whipple scream with That's a Cobra Terminator right now. At Mustang Week. Oh shit. How's Tony doing? He's good. He's sleeping. Walked him this morning. He gets way too rambunctious when you leave him unattended, so had to lock him up until I get done with the show. Where is Tony, by the way? He's sleeping, chilling. Back in the late 90s, the Fox Body was my only car, and I loved it. From school to work, then race, that was the life. It was a simpler time, and I'm sure guys are experiencing that now. There's guys out there that have maybe a Vortec on their 19 or 18 Gen 3 or even their Gen 2 or Gen 1 car, and it's their everything. It gets them through college. They race their buddies once in a while, stay on pump gas, and just live a good life. That's a good time. But the problem is when you get guys that are so into social media that they start creating the bullshit that happens there, and then you as a tuner, look, if you want to hate cars, work in the automotive performance and racing industry. If you want to love cars and maintain a love for your vehicle, do not work in this industry. It makes you hate everything and everyone. Now, it is lucrative. I make good money. I'm not going to lie. I'm very happy that I was able to find a career in this field. But my vehicles, I look at them after a day of work and I don't want to touch them. I'm like, fuck this. So I don't want to. The last thing I want to do is drive a car. No, fuck that. It's almost like you have to do something totally different to enjoy vehicles anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's just not a fun time. Like even YouTube stuff, it's kind of funny, right? That pays for the cars. But then it pays for the cars to get you guys content. And then by the end of the year, you're like, oh yeah, I owe a shitload of money in taxes because I've made money. So it's like a never ending cycle. So if I was to stop doing YouTube stuff, stop doing car stuff, would I probably have more money in my pocket? Maybe. Maybe. It's like a weird math equation. Do you have any knowledge on the ProFlex Commander? If so, your opinion? No opinion on it. No, nothing on it. I know that supposedly it skews injector data based on ethanol. I don't want anything fucking with injector data, to be honest with you. Doing the dating channel stream tonight, potentially JD Swag, unless someone wants some of this bitch tonight. But I think I'll be on the other channel tonight. Someone says, I hope JD. Yeah, I might do it tonight because I didn't do it last Saturday. I just wasn't feeling it. I think I was getting over the allergic reaction to the pre-workout. So now I'm feeling way better. Haven't sneezed all day, so I might do a show tonight and give you guys some of that shit. Screaming Guy is my favorite. The Screaming Guy, I don't even know how I found it. But it was like, it was good. Oh, the Raptor video. I said the Raptor, the gay rapped Raptor. I said this is what it sounds like when you start it. Actually, is there a car starting? Let me see. Car starting. Is there a car starting? Car starting. Does this work? Okay, good. Let's do that. Let's move some stuff around. Here we go. We got car starting. So this is what the wrapped the rainbow wrapped Raptor sounds like when you're starting. And it's an EcoBoost, so once you start it, it sounds like this. Pretty much. Exactly. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Hour and a half. I'm going to get out. Just gave you plenty of soundboard stuff, plenty of spelling errors today. I appreciate everyone that left a like. 250 likes on the show today. Very nice. It helps the algorithm. Go watch the Mama Lona. Go to the track, tow a car, and have some guy talk shit about the Fairmont while it's on a trailer. The most recent video posted yesterday on the Mama Lona on this channel. And for those of you that follow the other channel, I might be on tonight. If I'm not, I'll try to make a community post, but I might be on tonight, and we'll talk some dating stuff on the dating channel. It is called That Dating Channel. If you want to subscribe to that channel, it's a good time. Hang out with a bunch of good people. Watch some of the old live streams. It's a good time. Probably my favorite channel out of the two. I'm out of here, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Enjoy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day tomorrow. We're not working tomorrow, so don't ask for us to review logs on a day that we are off. And then we will see you guys back Tuesday in the tuning queue. And I'll see you guys Tuesday night on Talking Shit at 8 o'clock. See you guys later. Have a great rest of your Sunday.